Well, hey, good evening, Ohio Valley. It's meteorologist Tyler Vanjie. I'm sorry to interrupt your regular scheduling broadcast, but there is some ongoing severe weather, so we need to turn our attention to that. Yes, we were outlined by the Storm Prediction Center for a 2 out of 5, and those living towards the northern panhandle up towards the lakes, an enhanced risk for that severe weather. Let's check out what's ongoing in terms of our satellite and radar. Well, we do have a tornado watch outlining Tuscarawas that just got updated until 9 p.m. tonight, so overall, this tornado watch for the rest of us is outlining us until 9 p.m. But let's zoom in really on the action to check out what's going on ongoing towards New Philadelphia. So I do expect this to make its way through New Philadelphia as we head through the later hours of your night tonight. Continue to stay with us as we head through the evening hours of your night. So let's check out what's ongoing towards Berlin. It's actually making its way towards Berlin for the current time being. Let's check in, zooming in here just a little bit further for you so you can see who's being impacted. So if you're traveling south along I-77, just going to point that out really quick. Hail. Hail has been a primary concern with this storm system. Yes, we're noticing the rotation in it, but still, hail is the primary concern. Kilbuck, you're starting to leave it. It's to the north of you for the current time being, but let's just give you a timed out look. So the system is tracking right around 29, 30 miles per hour. It's starting to slow down though, so it's getting closer to that 25 miles per hour mark. So let's draw this out starting with, let's call it Berlin here and drag that out to about 30 miles per hour. So all right, so 30 miles per hour, just checking in on this as the system, it could start to die down, so just giving us that little bit of leeway to discuss here. Walnut Creek, right around 3:44 p.m. This is confirmed tornado, so when you see those purple and black boxes on your screen, what you see here, that does identify that we have seen the funnel cloud. We're noticing the rotation coming down from it. If it was just a red and black box outlining a tornado warning, then that would just be simply that we are noticing the rotation, but nothing coming down just yet. So looking down across Sugar Creek, 3:51, Strasburg, 4:05 p.m., and then heading towards Peril right around 4:08 p.m. Now the system is tracking right around, let's call 270, 280 degrees, so almost due west to east here. It does have a slight track to the southwest. Let me zoom out here for you so you can really see exactly what to expect. But tornado warning just now updated over towards, let's zoom out, New Philadelphia. So give me 1 second to reset that there. All right, so zooming in closer now to New Philadelphia here. All right, so Berlin, and we just had that new updated box, but let me draw this out one more time for you guys over towards New Philadelphia so you know exactly when to expect it. I do expect it to be there in the next 30 minutes or so. It's traveling right around 30 miles per hour. So Port Washington, Strasburg, Peril, here's your times when to expect this system to move through. So it is a tornado warning, and it has been confirmed. We're noticing the rotation in Dover right around 3:55 p.m., New Philadelphia 3:58 p.m. So we're pushing closer to that. We're right around 3:32 p.m. for the current time being. Here's a track, though, over the last few minutes, just how it's been progressing, slowly, gradually moving. This is a very slow storm, so when you do have the rain coming down, it's definitely going to be moderate to heavy rain. I would not be surprised to see some flooding moving along I-77. With that being said, you're out driving around, or you know somebody that's traveling home from work or just over at a friend's house, I do expect to see some hail damage out there. Stay safe on the roadways. If you do encounter some hail, maybe just pull off to the sideways, but keep your eyes to the skies. You could see a tornado starting to brew just to your west with that tornado warning being confirmed. So hail is definitely a problematic thing moving forward, and I will continue to keep my eyes on this as we progress through our night tonight. So right around 9 p.m., this all should start to die down, but our severe threats are tornado at an all-time high. Hail, we've already noticed most of that. Winds, I'm not super concerned about the winds unless you're stuck within that cell. Winds are right around 30 to 40 miles per hour for the current time being within that system. So here's your alerts. Right around 9 p.m., all this yellow will start to dissipate, but for the current time being, we're just outlined right here for that tornado warning, and right around 4 p.m. for Tuscarawas, Ohio. So heading through our night tonight, 9 p.m. is when it's going to start to die down, but we're going to continue this regularly scheduled broadcasting. Here's a look at your winds for the current time being. Cambridge, right around 26 miles per hour. Barnesville, 16. So really not noticing a whole lot of winds just yet, but they're not really being associated with those storms. Looking up towards Coshocton and just to the due west or northwest of that, you can see a little bit of those greens just off the screen. So I do expect some of this more problematic wind to make it to us as we head later on, closer to, let's call it, right around 7 to 8 p.m. right before sunset. I do expect this to be more impactful towards Carrollton, New Philadelphia, Cadiz, Steubenville, Weirton, and Chester. So heading through our night tonight, continue to stay weather aware. In terms of how much rainfall we could see, though, we're talking right around 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. Coshocton definitely getting the rainfall impacted right now, especially New Philadelphia. If you look to the skies, I definitely noticed some darker clouds out that way, and not to mention right around 1 inch to 2 inches. But we could see right around 3 inches when you get stuck under that system that we had just been talking about. So let's go to velocity and let's see if we can track up towards the northwest and notice any rotation within our cells. So a little bit of some darker greens popping up here towards the northwest of New Philadelphia, but overall we're not noticing the reds and the greens mix. So that's good news for us over towards New Philadelphia. But still, here's an updated look at your satellite and radar for the current time being. That box down towards New Philadelphia, that's our latest box, Tuscarawas, Ohio. Right around 4 p.m., that's when this is set to expire. But down towards the southwest, that's mainly the impactful region. Let me just zoom in here for you just a little bit better so we can get a better look at that. So Berlin, directly over Berlin right now. All right, so Sugar Creek moving, this is tracking right around 270 degrees, 280 degrees. I am noticing a slight shift to the southwest with the system, so I do expect to see this kind of transitioning right down towards New Philadelphia as we head through the later hours of your night tonight. But let me give you a time track for that, exactly when to expect to see this impacting your region. So we're tracking this right around 25 miles per hour. It has started to slow down just a bit with this new outline. So let me drag that out for you. Right around 30 miles per hour. And like we said, oh no, right around 30, sorry about that. Let me reset that for you guys. All right, it kind of jumped off screen there. So let me push it over just a bit for you guys and then draw that out for you one more time. All right, so right around 4 p.m. is the current box warning set. They have it pushing down to the south slightly. You can see how that box is kind of dragging slightly southwesterly. Oh no, doesn't seem to be working with me. Sorry, give me 1 second here. All right, let me clear that really quick and give you a new box. And hopefully this should all work this time. All right, so Berlin, Sugar Creek, right where we are. New Philadelphia, let's check it out. I'm gonna draw that line down here, and it's gonna work for me this time. All right, we'll call it right around 29 miles per hour. Here's an updated look at the time frames. Farrell, Dover, right around 3:50, let's call it New Philadelphia, right around 3:56 p.m. Now, New Philadelphia, that's where that box was set to expire, so right around 4 p.m. But looking towards Tuscarawas, Barnhill, you still have a little bit of time. Think about those things as if you, worst case scenario. So you might need the candles, the batteries, the flashlights in case if power does go out. I haven't checked power outages just due to the west, but I have seen National Weather Service recently posting about power outages. So I think it's safe to assume that some of you are going to experience these power outages as we head through our night tonight. So looking towards the northern portion of the Panhandle, stay safe out there. These winds not too bad out there, 20 to 30 miles per hour, but just checking in to see if we can see some more rotation here. Looking up towards the northwest, let's drag it out here whenever it decides to load. There we go. All right, so let's zoom out here just so you guys know where you're at on the maps here. Right there. All right. Come on. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, we're checking down to the southwest now slightly with the system. I am tracking it towards Urchesville, so it's slightly shifting down to the southwest. This is tracking right around 25 miles per hour overall. And if you guys are just now tuning into what's going on, we do have a confirmed tornado. So it was confirmed over towards, let's call it New Philadelphia, just to the due west. That pink's on your screen, but now you can see the box has been updated, just reds and blacks, so they're not noticing the rotation or the funnel actually being confirmed, but there still is a little bit of rotation in the clouds, so that's why they're continuing with these now special weather statements beginning to pop up towards the southwest. So we did say it was tracking slightly southeasterly, just due west for earlier. So now it's switching a little bit of its system, but I do expect to see a line of thunderstorms starting to build along the backside of this system. It's a cold front pushing down, and there's plenty of divergence in the upper level. So I do expect to see the system continuing even well just after sunset. Let's call it around 2-3 hours after that. So that's why this Storm Prediction Center, or the National Weather Service, sorry, has outlined us in that tornado watch until right around 9 p.m. So I'm going to jump off screen here just a second and give you guys just an updated track of the system, see if I can find out any information from the National Weather Service that has just now been coming out. If you guys are just now tuning in, we are tracking a tornado warned cell for the current time being, so no longer a confirmed tornado, no longer that rotation touching the ground, but it has been tracking for quite some time. Let me show you just over the last few hours how this system really progressed. So jumping into a time lapse here for the last, let's throw it over the last 2 hours here and hit reflectivity. You can notice how this system really started to blow up towards the south of the lakes and really enhancing due to that just that lake effect moisture pushing down along with this front. So this is going to continue to push moisture from northwest to southeast as it tracks down through the Ohio Valley. Primary concerns, definitely this tornado, but we can see that the shear is not really there anymore, so that's why your purple and black boxes indicating that, yes, there is a confirmed tornado touching the ground, is now transitioned into your red and black boxes, meaning, yes, there is still the rotation in the clouds, however, nothing is funneling down to the surface. So let's check in on our debris, because earlier I did notice some debris other than just your hail and your ice being reported. So if you look up towards the northeast corner of your map here, ice and hail would be indicated as those greens. Yes, we have that right here to the west of I-77. There was some hail being reported out there earlier along I-77. So with that being said, take it easy out there on the roadways. You can see right there tracking within this system was that hail potential. So here's the hail popping up on your screen. So stay safe out there on the roadways. Keep it safe out there. I know it's a little bit nice out. The clouds have began to roll in and kind of dampen the spirits on our Saturday, but overall it was a nice day, and it's starting to wrap up with just absolutely nasty weather. This weather will return, however, as we get closer to your Monday. So stay weather aware as we wrap up this weekend. Sunday is going to be a nice day, but overall it's a little bit ugly out there, so just stay safe. All right, guys, if you're just now tuning in, meteorologist Tyler Vangie here with your breaking weather news. So we're looking towards New Philadelphia. It's just now beginning to impact it. This system is going to be slow moving. It's a cold front traveling right around 25 miles per hour, and it has a lot of upper level divergence. So that separation allowing for all this warmth to just explode here at the surface. Let's take a zoomed in look and get some time frames for you guys really quick before we do that. Let's just drag this out. Sorry, 1 second here. Let me jump off screen. I got to hit the button to get the tracker going. Just 1 second. Bear with me. All right, so New Philadelphia, check it out. We're going to ride southeasterly here as we head through the night tonight. This tornado watch is outlining us until right around 9 p.m. So the yellow's on your screen, that's your tornado watch. That just simply means we have the criteria for it, but you're not experiencing that severe weather yet. We're tracking it right towards New Philadelphia, and that box for Tuscaroras does outline until right around 4 p.m. It's 3:44 p.m. right now. If you were stuck outside mowing the grass, enjoying that nice weather, it's not going to last for very much longer. So tuck that mower in and tuck those porches umbrellas away as we head through our night tonight. Now let's see if this will work with me here. Doesn't seem to want to be. My system is not working with me. I'm sorry. Let me jump off screen really quick and just walk you guys through that verbally. All right, so let's time this out for you guys. All right, so taking the time lapse off, over the last 3 hours, this system has been building along the lakes, and I expect to see this system traveling right around 30 miles per hour through Tuscaroras around 3:58 p.m. So right when that warning does expire, I expect it to automatically get updated. Barnhill right around 3:59 p.m. Pushing later, let's check out Urchisville, 4:04 p.m. Denison right around 4:05 p.m. Waynesburg, 4:10 p.m. and Sherrodsville right around 4:13 p.m. Here's a look at your warning, watches, and advisories. Heading towards Berlin. Right now, it's directly over Berlin. This is a tornado warning. Now, this does mean that there is a little bit of rotation in the level or in the upper levels, but we're not noticing anything sticking down. So no funnel just yet. There was earlier today, but that has now subsided. So now being downgraded to a tornado warning. Looking at how the system is progressing over the last 45 minutes, here's how it has tracked. Well, it started to build as it made its way through Berlin, then slowly dying now as it gets to New Philadelphia. This tornado warning outlining Holmes, Ohio is until 4:15 p.m., so slightly behind there with the New Philadelphia box. That one's only until Tuscaroras and only until 4 p.m. If you guys are just now tuning in, earlier we had that confirmed tornado. It's been tracking all the way from just over Marion and now has made its all the way into the Ohio River Valley. Here's a look over the last 3 hours. All the way into Marion, confirmed. Then it started to die down. Transitioned back into those red and black boxes. There was a brief moment where it was moving through just south of Worcester where it started to build again, but then you can see how it transitioned back into that just tornado warning for the current time being. Checking in on hail really quick. Let me drop my warning watches and advisories and take the time lapse off. We can look at current updates. Not really noticing a whole lot. So right here's your tornado warned cell. Not noticing a whole lot for the current time being in terms of hail. Not a lot of rotation. You can see a little bit of grays in the greens here, but no red and green mixing. So that's good news in terms of severe weather. We're not seeing a whole lot of rotation within the system. What to expect as we head through the rest of the night, though, I do expect a line of thunderstorms. You can already see it building towards the north is going to continue to push from northwest to southeast as we head through our night tonight. This is sort of a, let's call it a squall line that's set up right around 50 to 150 miles in front of your frontal system. So setting up just in front of your system, we're noticing that impactful or severe weather. That's typical for this time of year. Plenty of heat and moisture associated with the lakes right around this time of year and this region. So it's not abnormal weather for this time of year, but still something to be concerned about. So I don't notice anything in terms of rotation. Here's the tracks for you. So it's tracking northeasterly here within the cell. I don't really expect any of that to be, I don't know, necessarily accurate in terms of the shear, but overall, these alerts are continuing out till about 4 p.m. So we're getting closer to that 4 p.m. time frame. We will stand by until around 4 p.m. to see if the system continues. Let me jump back on screen here just to say hello to you guys. If you're just now tuning in, give you a face behind the voice here. So, all right, so meteorologist Tyler Vangie here, you guys jumping on screen now. So we're tracking a tornado warning that was currently over Coshocton, now making its way into the Ohio River Valley. It's got its eyes set on New Philadelphia. I do expect to see that making its way through here right around 4 o'clock. So you got about 10 minutes to get those necessities. Grab those batteries, grab that flashlight, maybe text a friend, let them know if they're out and about. Maybe they were over towards St. Clairsville, they were over towards the mall, and they're not really tracking what's going on in the weather. Well, this does have a slight southerly component to it, so I do expect for all of us to eventually see some of this action, but that's more so later on in the night. It's very slow tracking, right around 25 miles per hour, but it's going to continue to shift southeasterly. Now we do have a special weather statement. Let's check out what's going on with that. It doesn't let me highlight it there. It keeps outlining the tornado watch. So more significant outline there for your warning watches and advisories, but still a strong thunderstorm is impacting. So Hancock and Jefferson, I do expect to see some of that over towards Guernsey here in the next hour. I do expect to see some hail being produced along I-77, so if you have friends out there or family driving north or south, maybe they live towards Columbus or just towards Cambridge, I do expect to see some hail out there. We've had plenty of hail along those roadways. Let me check out a time lapse or a time look for you if I can here, and we'll see what we can expect to see over the next few hours. Or let's just call it over the next hour. So right around 26 miles per hour, this system is slowing down, but I do expect it to speed up because the saying, it flies, it dies. But here's the time frames when you can expect to see this nasty weather in your region. Goshen, right around 4 p.m., Tuscarawas, 4:01, Midvale, right around 4:04 p.m., and then heading through Roswell, Rush, Urichisville, right around 4:05 to 4:10 p.m., Denison, right at 4:10, and then Sherardsville, 4:18. Heading towards Delroy, right around 4:20 p.m. Let those family and friends know there is some nasty weather out there, although the skies aren't looking too bad. If you're looking outside over towards Moundsville, Wheeling, or even just southwest of that, it looks rather nice outside. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of blue skies, not to mention, but these clouds are continuing to roll in, all due to what's ongoing towards Berlin and Dover. So that's going to continue to track southeasterly, right around 25 miles per hour. And if you're just tuning in, here is the time frame of when you can expect to see that. Now, I do expect to see another line of thunderstorms building down to the southwest towards Mount Vernon. You can see a little bit of patchy thunderstorms building out that way, but let me see if I can just track northeasterly without messing those times up for you guys. Or northwesterly, sorry. Okay, so looking towards Canton, Worcester, Ashland, we have that severe thunderstorm warning up towards Ashland, but this is the current reason why we're jumping on and let you guys know what's going on, because I have been tracking this system all the way since Marion, and we had tornado warnings go out. There was a confirmed tornado. It died down as it made its way towards Berlin, and then now it's starting to build back up. So we're going to continue talking about this system. Very slow moving, and I do expect it to continue until right around 9 p.m. when that watch does expire. Now, our primary concerns with this system obviously are the hail and wind potential. Looking out over the cameras right now, definitely some shaky cameras along the mountain tops. Don't head over to Moundsville tonight. It's not a good idea. If you wanted to go to an overlook, well, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but you should have went already today. Just looking across the cams, though, it is absolutely menacing towards the northwest, looking towards Berlin and Dover. If you guys are just now tuning in, meteorologist Tyler Vangie here with the Storm Tracker 17. We are watching a tornado that was continuing to brew. It is now taking a little bit of a break, but still very impactful in terms of hail and the potential for damaging winds. These thunderstorms, not to mention, have 45K plus tops. So heading through our night tonight, winds and hail are definitely going to be another concern. The heavy rain, that's more so pertinent to those actually stuck under these thunderstorms. Yes, they're very isolated, not very widespread as this front continues to move through. Here's a look at your winds for the current time being. Yes, we have some strong winds along the front, and those will come as we head later through the hours tonight. But overall, with this storm, I'm not noticing, typically you'll have a squall line with winds damaging up to 45 miles per hour, but looking across the board, Zanesville only reporting right around 25, 26 miles per hour. So that is good news. I do have an update here, jumping back to satellite and radar really quick. So we have this update now with a severe thunderstorm warning, and let's see what time that expires. So right around 5 p.m. I expect this thunderstorm for Harrison, Ohio now. So Harrison County, Ohio, if you live towards Cadiz or living down towards the south, let's zoom in just a little bit more, give you guys a better update if you're not sure exactly where you live. So Cadiz, just to the northwest, we're looking towards the box of Urichisville, Goshen. New Philadelphia, definitely seeing the heavy rain starting to impact them. As this is tracking slightly southeasterly, I do expect the bulk of the rain to be ending up right around Goshen and New Philadelphia for the current time being. So the hail sitting directly behind that. Let's jump over to hail really quick to see if we can really track and pinpoint where that hail is occurring, if any. A little bit of hail, but I don't expect any of that to really be too problematic. More so, that's going to be a few onesie twosies in terms of hail, but not too bad. So that's good news. Looking towards the southeast, let's throw back on our base velocity and drop our warning watches and advisories. No rotation except for these little patches of gray, but that's good news. It's not red, so I'm not overly concerned about it. Let's jump back onto reflectivity and show you guys when exactly this system is going to impact you. So the latest lap here and a timed out tracking. I'm going to put it slightly southeasterly just due to that southerly component to it. So Waynesburg, right around 4:09 p.m. Sherardsville, 4:10 p.m. Delroy, right around 4:15. Heading down towards the southeast, Augusta, right around 4:34 p.m. So still plenty of time to take care of those necessities outside, run over, tuck the chairs away, put the umbrellas down. It was nice earlier today, or if you happen to have a cookout lately and we really haven't had bad weather towards your area, well, now's the time that you need to start taking those precautionary measures. Definitely some bad weather towards New Philadelphia for the current time being, and if you're just now tuning in, I am meteorologist Tyler Vanjie. Here's a look at exactly when to expect this weather in your region. All right, let's draw the whole line out here just to give you a zoomed out look, just because I know some people, they're not always watching these maps. They don't know exactly where they live sometimes, and that's okay. So here's exactly when to expect that in your region. Maybe you're not familiar with Urchesville or Carrollton, but you might be familiar with one of these regions here. So here's exactly when to expect this tornado warned cell now. This is a tornado warned cell over New Philadelphia. Let's call it directly over New Philadelphia. Okay, so stay safe out there, Ohio Valley. We're going to continue coverage on this just due to the nasty weather ongoing. I do expect this weather to continue for a night tonight. Very, very slow moving. As you can tell, we have been on for, let's say, right around 20, 30 minutes or so, and it's continuing to sit right over New Philadelphia. It's not making a whole lot of movement for the current time being. A lot of ongoing action towards the lakes and towards the northwest of Pennsylvania, so just a brief moment to pause and say, hey, check in on your family up towards the northwest of Pennsylvania as well and along the lakes. Plenty of action still ongoing up that way, and not to mention we are outlined, so those stuck under these boxes under a flood watch as we head through our night tonight. So plenty of rainfall, dumping them right around 2 to 4 inches overall when these thunderstorms are starting to die down and just dumping all the rain that it absorbed as it continued its life cycle. So here's a look at what's ongoing if you guys are just now tuning in. So just clearing everything off the boards here so you can expect to see tornado watch until 9 p.m. That outlines all of us. If you're stuck under the yellow box, except for down to the south, we're checking out Tyler and Wetzel County. They are in the clear for the current time being, but still they're going to notice some rainfall as we head through tonight. So don't expect you to just skip out on all the fun as we head through tonight. This box right here outlining your tornado warning for Tuscarawas, Ohio, right around 4 o'clock p.m. So that has expired now. Let's update that and show you exactly what has happened moving forward. So now we do have that severe thunderstorm warning, and that's going to continue for our night tonight. So I do expect this system to start to die down. We're already noticing that this box has now been transferred into just a severe thunderstorm warning. So that is good news. We're going to continue to track this system, but overall we are coming up on 7 News at 6, so we'll bring you guys updates on that. But for this tornado warned cell, it has started to die down. Don't be surprised if you still see some hail out there being produced along the system traveling along I-77. So north to southbound, I-77 still outlined in that tornado warned cell, but that severe thunderstorm warning now outlining us until 5 p.m. for Tuscarawas, Ohio. Now it does clip, let's see, Harrison, just down towards Jefferson. I do expect this to continue to track right around Hancock and then moving through Brooke County. So later tonight, I do expect to see this action making it to your region. But for the rest of us in the Ohio Valley, down to the south, we're kind of staying clear for the current time being. Those to the north of I-70 definitely seeing the action for the current time being. So thanks for tuning in so far, you guys. But now transferring down into a severe thunderstorm warning. So I'm expecting to see these systems starting to die down just a bit, cloud coverage kind of overrunning itself, and that's kind of what's dying these thunderstorms or lacking that support to continue these thunderstorms developing. But just tuning in now, guys, the tornado warning over, let's say, New Philadelphia for the current time being is starting to die down. We are now just outlined in a severe thunderstorm warning, and I do want to remind you guys, we're coming up on 7 News at 6, so you guys can always tune in then to hear a little bit more, or if we have to jump back on to interrupt this regular scheduled broadcasting once again, sorry about that, we will do so. So stay safe, keep the flashlights, keep the batteries on standby. This does outline us until 9 p.m., so don't expect the weather to go anywhere anytime soon, even if the warning watches and advisories do take a little bit of a break. We are only undergoing the squall line, so the leading edge of the system, but just behind it, plenty of action to behold within the cold front itself. This is just the leading edge of the system. Looking back towards the southwest, you can see the line of clouds still continuing down towards Indianapolis. So this system is going to continue to track down southeasterly. Here's an updated look at your severe alerts, taking satellite and radar off the screen so you can simply view what is actually ongoing and who's outlined in these boxes. Tornado warning for Holmes, Ohio till around 4:15 p.m. And then you have that new severe thunderstorm warning outlining Harrison, Carroll, Ohio, Tuscarawas, Ohio, and I do expect this to get shifted down just south towards Cadiz. So heading through our night tonight, these storms will continue. Winds not too bad for the current time being, right around 25 to 30 miles per hour within the system. Rain totals, we're going to expect to see anywhere right around, let's call it 1 to 3 inches of rainfall if you're stuck within those thunderstorms. For the rest of us, right around trace, we're going to see some light sprinkles, maybe 1/4 of an inch for those seeing the dying thunderstorms or the last little bits of the thunderstorms. That's going to be Cambridge, Barnesville, Woodsfield, down towards New Martinsville as it closes out the evening. In terms of velocity and rotation, not noticing a whole lot for the current time being. So that's good news in terms of the tornado dying down. Okay, so for those of you just now tuning in back into the satellite and radar, let's jump back over into here so we can wrap this up and try to return you guys back to your regular scheduled broadcasting. So if you guys are just now tuning in, we're slowly going to be concluding this live airing of your weather, but still some ongoing weather is going to continue through tonight. Stay weather aware. The clouds starting to overrun themselves and limiting the amount of sunshine that these storms really need to progress. Here's a last little time lapse for you exactly when to expect this nasty weather in your region. So right around 29 miles per hour, this is going to continue to track. Let me see. All right, so 29 miles per hour. This is going to continue to track southeasterly. All right, 30 miles per hour. Delroy, Sherardsville, Urchisville, here are your time frames. Denison, right around 4:15, I expect to see that nasty weather making its way through your region. Stay weather aware for the evening tonight. We are coming up on 7 News at 6 to bring you all the updates on severe weather. And like I said, this severe weather is going to return. I'm sorry to be able to tell you, but we're going to start this next work week the same way we started last work week. So the nasty weather, we're still stuck under that pattern. It's not likely to go anywhere anytime soon. Finally, Mother Nature getting its last hurrah, if you will, to close out this summer, because we didn't have that bad of a summer overall in terms of this nasty weather, but still heading through our night tonight. Stay safe until right around 9 p.m. Then maybe go outside and take a picture of the beautiful skies, because it's going to be really pretty right around sunset after all this nasty weather does wrap up. But keep the batteries on standby, keep the flashlights, and make sure, most importantly, your phone is charged. Yes, it might be a short-lived storm, but you might be surprised if your phone is not charged. Then you step into your Sunday thinking, oh wait, now the power's still not restored and we have to go to school or work stepping into your Monday. So just keep that in mind. I will provide you with power outage updates as we head through our night tonight, and those can be on 7 News. You can find those over on our website at 7 News. But hey, Facebook and Twitter, I'll bring you the fastest updates, so follow me on there. And heading through our night tonight, we just have that special weather statement for the current time being, and the severe thunderstorm outlining towards the northwest, or Richesville and New Philadelphia. I will be returning you now back to your regular scheduled broadcasting, and I'm sorry for interrupting that great show that you had going on, but the safety of others is more important, I assure you. So thank you guys for tuning in. Meteorologist Tyler Vanjie for the Storm Tracker 7 team.